Alrighty, test 1 2 3, test 1 2 3. I think we're good to go. Oh, look at you being a good boy. You want to come up? Up. Yeah, oh, yeah, sure, good boy. Loki wants to say hello. Feeling a little bit better? Yeah. He's still on lockdown where he can't run outside as much, so it's a lot of playtime for him. But hope you guys are all doing okay. It's definitely been a longer day for sure so far. But, I mean, altcoins are making some nice moves right now. Bitcoin really is not doing anything, kind of going flat on us, and I think there's some optimism there, I think, right now as well. And hey, Villa, happy to see you, my man. All right, so let's get started here. I made sure to get myself some grapefruit sparkling water. I don't know what this brand is called. Sparkling water and real squeezed fruit. Don't know if it has a brand, but Spindrift perhaps? I don't know. Whatever it is, it's pretty good sparkling water. I'm a big sparkling water fan. All right, there we go. No, not that one. There we go. And hey, Villa, Huijak? Can't pronounce that right, but Huijak. Bayo Drifter, and hope you guys are doing well. And D3W, thanks for being a member as always. Now, as far as Bitcoin's been concerned, I know we talked about this stuff last night for that like 3-hour long stream. Things really haven't changed that much for Bitcoin, I would say. We were looking for something of a bounce, and the bounce really didn't manifest. It was a really just boring bounce. Go over here to maybe the hourly chart so you guys can see what happened last night. Our goal was to get back up here around $66,000 because once that was achieved, we could really start seeing a larger breakthrough where Bitcoin goes to 67,000, maybe even higher than that. We didn't even come close. We barely were able to do the change of character right here at 65,846. We came up to the order block, got rejected, and right now we're going back down a little bit here. At this point in time, we're still pretty bearish. There's not something that's gonna change all this up in a heartbeat here. But if you go over here to the 4-hour chart, you are starting to see a little bit more moderation as far as the MACD is concerned. The RSI and stochastic, they did go bullish here for a little bit before going back to being bearish. So there's some optimism here that maybe we're bottoming out for maybe a day or two, and that could open up the door for a larger move over this weekend. That's the way I would kind of frame this right now. We're still bearish, but there's some hope. There's some light at the end of the tunnel here that we may be able to see. We're just going to hope that there's no cave-in at this point in time. So let me back out of this with $66,000. Go over here to the daily chart just so you guys can see what's going on. Everything else is still pretty much the same here. Altcoins, again, a much very, very different spot, I would say. They're a little bit more... they're booming a little bit, but that's really because they kind of crashed so damn hard that it's like, they have to do a little bit of like, oh, people buying in dollar cost averaging, that type of stuff. All right, so let me do this for you guys very fast. We're basically still hovering on that 20-week moving average. You guys know what I like to do. I like to go over here to like maybe the 30-minute chart or the 15-minute chart. For this instance, let's do the 15-minute chart. I'm going to go over here and change the settings. So this is actually set to the weekly. If I go over here to the 15, and I zoom out a little bit, you should see a green line pop up. There it is. Oh, but it's not close enough. Okay. Maybe the hourly chart. Maybe the 2-hour chart. Daily chart, 4-hour chart. Okay, well. You can imagine where this line is by kind of just drawing it out. Let me go over here very fast. Kind of in that general direction. That's what we're trying not to break down below. If we were to look at this, look at this very fast here with the 20-week moving average. It's not getting into the line, okay. If you can kind of imagine this right now, the number it's giving me is 63,057 as far as the moving average. That's what we're trying to bounce off of. It's not easy, I would say. If you go over here to the weekly chart, you guys can see according to this one, we actually did break down below it, but we have, 4 more days until it closes, so I think there's a little bit of hope there that we can actually bounce, go higher, at least bounce, I guess is the way you think about it. Let me double check that's fine chart. Yeah, okay. Now, where I think we've seen a lot more optimism here is let me zoom out of all this stuff because it looks horrible zoomed in. There we go. Where I think we've seen some optimism here is you can see that Bitcoin's already gone back to being bearish as of 7 o'clock this morning Pacific time. Things like Ethereum holding up a little bit better. Solana not doing as well. Maybe Ethereum just because of spot ETF. But you did see a few tokens out there like Milady token or, you know, Book of Memes, some of those things that had taken big drops. They've been doing a little bit better on the recovery phase here. Matic is up 3%. Ethereum Classic is up 4% here. There's some moves being made. Gala is up 4%. You can see they actually tried to spike up a while ago. Even some of these ones like Ocean, the AI tokens, huge rallies right now. Hitting order blocks though, so it's not really the time to be buying them unless you guys are kind of going gung-ho. You're probably going to see some people doing some shorts for the next, 4 or 5 hours. But again, and once you zoom out, I mean, you can see how bad of a drop they've had over the past few weeks and why it's okay that they're booming right now. This isn't something like, oh wow, this is the start of some grand campaign to reach all-time highs for these altcoins. No, it's just like the biggest sympathy bounce in history here as we feel like for this one, Ocean, which again is part of that trifecta of new AI companies that are going to be merging together. You know, it fell down like 48% in like 12 days, not even 2 weeks. It lost half of its value. So it's absolutely insane. I think these ones were more susceptible to it though, because like me, I sold off a lot of my AI token way back over here in March. So again, it wasn't at the all-time highs or something like that, but it was over here. Yeah, right there. And instead of dollar cost averaging into it quite a bit, I mean, I bought some over here, bought some over here. I sold it for a small loss over here because once I started to hear more news about their new merger, I was like, oh, I probably don't want to be owning any futures in this. I'd probably just want to own some spot. So now I'm owning this spot that I had before. I'm going to wait for that to be switched over to that new token, but I'm not actively trading it all too much. I think a lot of people are, but for me, it's not the same thing. Turbo's up 31% again after having a really bad last few days. Popcat is up 10%. GRT's up 8%. Ajax is up 21%. Again, massive losses here. AI tokens were just going into free fall here. Fetch AI, free fall. So, you know, if you guys want a dollar cost average into those ones, you can. I'm doing the lower market cap ones like NMR, World Token, Render, even GRT. I mean, some of those have higher market caps. But I'm doing RLC. I'm doing those over what I would say is, you know, those ones that are going to be the big famous 3 that are merging together. I'm not really a fan of merging tokens just because of my lack of understanding. So when I have to do more research on them, I'm like, I don't really want to do the research, so to speak here, right? And hey, Ken, I need these coins to be just a touch cheaper. I know, I started buying up yesterday, and again, remember I bought some tokens with you guys yesterday. It's not like they're going up a lot. I didn't buy the right tokens, apparently. How do I do this? Can I not go down from here? It looks so small though. Let me see. All you guys can see on the bottom here. So WIF is down about 9%. RNDR is down 3%. Again, these were small opening positions, but still. Ethereum is up a little bit. Bitcoin is down a little bit. Solana is down a little bit. Down 5%. Whoa, down. Yeah, it's still going down. Must be breaking down below that support. And then XRP is down, and then Bitcoin Cash is down a little bit as well. So they're not really doing the best. Again, this is why we do baby steps here, but you can see Solana is basically breaking down below the support level right here. It's definitely taking a little bit of a toll. Over here on Fairdesk, you guys can see, well, I just bought some bake a little bit ago. I literally bought like what? I think like 20 bucks worth of bake or something like that. Just because look at this token, you know, it ride up a little bit, came back down, but it's not all the way back down here at the April lows. So I'm hoping there can be some type of move. But what I think I'm going to do here later on today is probably just buy up a little bit of each token here and see what I can do. I was going through this list earlier and I was looking at something like Cyber. This is something where I'd probably never buy it just because look at the weekly chart here. I mean, that looks pretty bad, right? It was, you know, 10/16/2023 October, it built up, you know, from like $5 basically all the way up to $15. Cool, but I mean it's lost everything. So I don't know if I'm gonna buy stuff like that. And primarily I don't like tokens that are really above a penny or, you know, $5 or $1 basically. It always gives me a little bit of like who wants to buy that? But there are people that do, so maybe we'll find a few there that work out. And I know I will. Just the chart has to look better than that right there. And hey, Francisco, happy to see you. Zazaria, Bills, let me see right here. Nicholas, has ETF made Bitcoin, Ethereum more stable versus volatile? For Bitcoin, it's made it more stable, if you ask me. But it's kind of like it's meeting the moment. I'm not explaining this very well. I'm trying to think of the best way to articulate it. Only Bitcoin can be propped up by Wall Street right now, which is why you see Bitcoin looking pretty darn good. Altcoins don't have that support of buyers coming in from Wall Street, even if it's like $1 billion or not even $1 billion. It doesn't have to be $1 billion, like $100 million, $200 million. It doesn't have that money coming in, so that support level falls so much easier. Imagine something like a Solana, right? Bitcoin in my mind would look more like this if it wasn't for the ETFs kind of pumping money into Bitcoin, buying more Bitcoin, you know, that type of stuff. You can see how it's still up, right? It's still up, but you can see it has some very volatile drops. That would be Bitcoin, in my opinion, without the ETFs right now. So when Bitcoin goes down, you know, a lot of stuff's gonna go down more, don't get me wrong, but to me, it's much more of like a, you know, everything else is going down. Bitcoin to me is still fine at this point. Let's go back over here to the 15, because I'm going to buy some tokens up today. That's really what I want to do here. Pepe community is way stronger than I first thought. I mean, there's whole blocks off of the Pepe community too, which is crazy. Like, there is a whole bunch of new tokens being made every day that are like Pepe's friend, Pepe's uncle, you know, it's absolutely insane. And maybe most of them are probably shit tokens there, but I mean, they're there. I mean, they're there, you know. Seems like the Solana chain is definitely making some moves these days for all the meme coins. We would probably be pumping if it was a holiday, like the pattern is called money printer, sort of Wyckoff over. Here we go. Come on, lift. Oh, here we go. Oh, I see what you're talking about. Yeah. 786. I don't know what that means, but what's this? And hey, Crypto Sniper, happy to see my man. Yeah, I was gonna go live like a few hours ago, but then I realized that there was like not much food in my house, so I went shopping. So me and my sister were gonna make nachos tonight. We're gonna get Santitas chips, like nice little cheap chips. They're really good though. Some ground beef. Loki got like 2 pounds of cubed beef. He doesn't know it yet, but he's gonna be eating good tonight. So get your ground beef. We're making homemade salsa. So the tomatoes, we have all the dried peppers in, you know, containers and stuff like that. Chop them off, boil them, blend them, add some tomatoes and stuff into this. So fresh salsa. Like imagine like the red sauce, we're just making it by hand, so we can make it as spicy as we like to. Jalapenos. Oh, I forgot sour cream. Holy crap, sour cream. What is a nacho without sour cream? I'll send my sister off to the store to buy them. I'm not gonna go do more stuff. And then we're making something else. Oh, we're making like fruit salad, so it'll be pretty good. And some lettuce on top, but I'm not much more of a lettuce. Oh, refried beans. My sister loves those. So yeah, that'll be a good day. I've just been a freaking busy day. And I forgot it's Juneteenth. I don't do anything for Juneteenth. Like, I've gone to parties and stuff before, but it's never felt like a holiday to me before. So I've just never embraced myself around it to be like, oh, it's Juneteenth, let's go have a Juneteenth barbecue or something. There's a lot of events around the cities, I think, that have Juneteenth events, but it's never penetrated me being like, oh wow, Juneteenth is coming up, what am I gonna do that day? It's more of like, oh, I already don't do much for a day, or I do a lot, but it's not related to this, you know. It's not like your typical wake up and go to work type of stuff. My sister works for the government right now for her internship for her freshman year, and she has the day off because it's Juneteenth, and I'm like, what? You know, stuff like this blows my mind all the time. NAD3W, Mumu the Bull would be a best bet on a 50 million under market cap play. All-time high was 81 million. Yeah, stuff like that seems like it'd be good. Now I just have to find out if those things are on the exchanges that I have. That's always the difficult thing here. So like, and you called it Mumu the Bull. So there's a couple. I'm thinking Mumu the Bull. You said Mumu the Bull, so it's gonna be Mumu the Bull. $50 million market cap, 45, 47. Let's see. Market cap, month. No, it doesn't have the data, but it's on BitGet, Mexi. I can't wait till I leave here so I can just open up, you know, I can trade on any exchange I want to. BitGet there. I know BitGet, but yeah, see, it's not anywhere I could actually buy it. I'm sure that soon it'll hop on to an exchange that I know, and I'll soak some up of it there, maybe a couple $100 into it. Because typically when I try to buy some stuff up here, you know, again, you know, I got some capital right now. Let's buy some stuff up. I just have to, like, I'm just gonna look at the weekly charts though and see, hey, has it been going up? Has it been going down overall? Something like a turbo where you know it's been going up, you know. So like people token here, I think this one's gonna be a good token overall, you know. But am I buying it right there? Oh, I don't. Well, we'll do a small position just so I remember it. But I mean, I sold off a lot of mine right here at that resistance, and I sold off a little bit more over here. I don't know if you guys remember this one, but there it is. But we can do this one. Oh no, let's just do the larger one. Right there. And I sold some off right there. It also matched up with right there where the daily close happened. And then it kept on running up. But in hindsight, ooh, it's good to sell off when you can. And this is a weekly chart as well, so it's like multiple days of being up there. It's not like it just spiked all the way and came back down. But 2x leverage, we can buy some up there. ARC. Ooh, I don't know about this one. This one doesn't seem that good to me right now. Maybe I'll wait to see if it can stabilize, and then from there I'll try to buy some up. It's at 58 cents though, so it is below $1, I guess you would say. And actually, let me go from the cheapest ones to the most expensive ones. That'd be better. Reef has been having too much pain, I think, to buy back in this time. I bought for this rally, but this, I don't know about this next one. I'll give it some more time. That's the good thing about dollar cost averaging. You don't have to buy necessarily every week. You can kind of eyeball it here. Hot. Let's see how hot is doing right now. No, I mean, a lot of these altcoins just look terrible. Absolutely terrible. Lever. Yeah, we're hoping we were going to hold. We talked about the breakout dip. There was no rip. Well, I guess it did rip, but like not enough. Not enough. Oh, I already have a position in this one. Okay, well, let me get rid of all this stuff, then hide the drawings. And it's down since then, so let's just kind of continue to hold on to that one. SLP. This is back from 2024 levels. I could take a gamble on this one. I need to be 2x leverage though, but yeah, I can toss in $20 here. A lot of these are going to be smaller ones because I haven't been buying up more here, but once I see things stabilize, I'll toss in 100, I'll toss in 200 or something like that. IOST, Book of Meme, Pepe. Pepe is still doing good. I already own enough Pepe. Or maybe should I average up for Pepe? Or am I averaging up or down with Pepe? Yeah, I'm averaging up with Pepe. We're still in a downtrend here, so let's not for now. I know we talked about there's a chance for it to go back up a little bit more here, but I mean, it can't hurt. Let's add some more into Pepe. It's been a good rally so far. Yeah, I mean, why not? Why not? Oh, well, there's the average up. Tossed $100 in there. Anything else? IOST, Zill, perhaps Sheeb, Meme, ACH, Vet. Jasmine's coming down quite a bit today. I wonder what's going on there. Yeah, that doesn't seem like the time to buy to me. It doesn't. Maybe I'll sell off my Jasmine for now and then actually just look for some more profits down the road here. If I could find where I even have my Jasmine right now. That's up 60%. We can do a quick close on that one. We'll buy up some Jasmine down the road. It wasn't a massive profit because I sold too late. What's one more I can buy here? SKL. Back to the weekly chart so I can actually see everything in context. It's going up against level of spore now. I'd be okay with tossing $25 into this. Not at a 20x leverage though. Oh. Alright, there we go. So it's just some small positions in there. We'll add more as needed, but definitely I'm taking the slow path here. I'm definitely not going all in at this point in time. There we are though. It's 3 months old and I would throw a phantom self-owned wallet. Yeah, I've seen those wallets. Oh, and they're everywhere. I've held since day 2 and there was a lot of good people behind it. The only thing I own not in Makes sense. Selling half when something is dropping, then buying back is a great strategy. What do you call BBUSTD, bro? If it's on an exchange, I could typically try to buy it here. Can you make a screen a little bit more zoomed out so we can see the whole tab? The whole tab? What are you trying to see that's not there? You mean this stuff? That stuff, it doesn't really give you much because it's so tiny there, but I'm trying to think. Maybe the numbers are too small? I can always increase the size for that one there. There you go. That's about as good as I'm going to do it. I have some Pepe and XRP. I'm hoping XRP makes a move here, guys. Definitely hoping that we do there. And hey, her, I'm happy to see my man. Do I have any ICP? Yeah, I have a decent amount. Not on the Fairdesk one, I don't think. Maybe see. No, but I can add some more. ICP is definitely has those really big moves after the drop usually happens. Like if I go over here very fast. ICP. You know, this thing has been known to have some nice little spikes after it crashes here. This one was definitely a larger one. I'd probably say this is, you might be looking to do maybe an entry position right now, but it's definitely not what you might be doing a larger bulk play here. Because remember, it depends on how you guys are looking to trade these things. I'll just add 25 bucks in here just because. But typically when I will do a lot of these trades, there's two ways you can go about it. The first one is going to be, let's get rid of that type of stuff. Let's go over here to the weeklies. You can think of them being the breakout spots or some type of momentum shift where you guys are going to start to buy right here, and you guys aren't going to be buying during the crash times where everybody's freaking out. You're kind of buying after the breakout, and you're kind of riding the wave up here, and then you're looking to sell somewhere probably over here or that next level of resistance. You guys can see all the different times there. That's one way of doing it. That's typically how I think the average person does it. They kind of wait for the breakout then go, because that's how we all kind of trend. Another way is to dollar cost average all of this, so it doesn't really matter to you. Like remember we dollar cost average that, you know, we're dollar cost averaging this right now. During the next big move, we'll start to sell off. One of the things I'm doing right now with a lot of these trades is I'm just focusing on making a profit. And so it's kind of like dollar cost averaging profits, because what I did during this last cycle here was I bought a bunch of stuff over here. Well, actually, I bought a bunch of stuff from like over here, basically. I rode it up here till about March 7th, and I sold all of it right there. Pretty good spot to sell. A lot of alts continued to run during that time, but I just wanted to get out of it. This time, I'm dollar cost averaging some, but as they run up individually, I'm going to sell off when I feel like I've made enough money. Last time I made that mistake over here, and I pushed that like close all positions button, and so it just, everything went bloop, 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 all gone. Oh, nice profits, don't get me wrong, it was a good amount of profit, but I think I did a live on stream and it was a mistake on my part. But now whenever something kind of pops up, I'm just going to try to lock in the profit, and I'm going to be doing some weird stuff here, like with ICP. Let's say in the next few weeks ICP finds a way to bounce off of this and it starts coming back up here towards like $12. You know what? I'm probably going to buy some XRP. I'm going to sell my XRP right here, and I may look for another opportunity. And this trade in and of itself may be like a month-long hold, but I'm just going to sell, take the profit. In this instance, with the 2x leverage, that might be something like 80% with 2x leverage. 80% holding for a month? Why not? That's if it happened like that. That's if it happened like that. But when you talk about these altcoins, remember, most of them do have lower market cap, so if they do start to pop up all automatically, you can be happy to sell some off. Like I said before, when it came to ICP and some of these other trades, I probably sold a little bit too early because I was buying up over here. I sold a good chunk right there, and then there was another good chunk right over here with this base support. I don't know if you guys can see that. Yeah, you can. Over here, 15. I sold off some right there, and then it kept on running without me. But again, this was like months of running out without me, so, you know, it kind of depends on what you guys are looking for here. But for this one now, I'm going to switch it up a little bit here. It's still doing a lot of dollar cost average, and hence you can see a lot of positions are down. But think of something like a Shiba Inu, which has been coming down for a while now, definitely breaking down here. You know, I'm still going to average down on this, toss in like $100 or something with 50 bucks in there. And then it'll come down a little bit. It's not back there, but it's doing fine. And we'll keep on adding more and more and more in there, right? But you will probably see people that get mad at taking a profit, but don't be don't be upset if people get mad at you for taking a profit. There's always going to be somebody like that in my in my opinion. But again, it's a different type of strategy there, right? It's always going to be a different type of strategy. I did a 20x Pepe yesterday, hit for 180% gain. Holy moly, that one's a really nice move, Gigi Hunter. Dollar cost averaging is away, definitely there. I got averaged down to $9 in ICP from 13. Long-term hold. You're not the only one. I mean, at least you didn't buy ICP when it was like over $100, right? I mean, that's definitely just been a horrible experience for a lot of people out there. I mean, or just a really, 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 really bad experience. Yeah, ICP. I mean, let me bring it up here. There we are. You know. Now, there was this spike that happened on the opening week. I don't know exactly what was happening here because I didn't watch it in real time, but it got up to, like, in theory, 2,700. I'm just going to go from the open, you know, and I'm just going to see it open up around $247. It rallied up, I think, to $400, and it's been really coming down ever since. Not the best charts, but right now it's trying to survive. You know, I'm thinking of this in the scheme of things as being one gigantic higher low, and it will eventually start moving up more. But the next big rally might not happen until we're back above $20 for that nice breakout. But for me, I still believe there's a time to buy down here for a larger move to come up. But yeah, it's be happy you didn't buy over there. Like let me go over here to the daily chart. Let's go back in time a little bit. All right, opened up around 250, closed that day at around 364. Then it came all the way back down. Then it started coming back down, down, down. And that's because you can see this is May of 2021. The worst possible time to launch a token. I mean, they screwed up the timing horribly. So again, May 11th. Go over here to Bitcoin May 11th and you'll see. Which one was that though? Hold on a second here. It's the dailies? Yeah. Yeah, so May 11th, yeah, okay, so yeah. May 11th. And then boom, 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 you know? And we even made another rally that year, but it didn't matter to ICP. It just kept on selling off because they had so many investors back when that project opened up. They all wanted to make some money off of it, but they all panicked and they just kept on selling and selling and selling. Kind of like that Trump token that we were watching last night. I'll try to find that for you guys in a few. I know it's DJT. There we go. I'll go back to that in a second though. Yeah, it was definitely a bad experience there because what was the opening market cap for ICP? I always forget that. It's been so long. Yeah, way back over here, it was like at 37 billion. So all those investors, you know, I mean, who wants to buy a token at 37 billion when it hops into the market? Nobody. I mean, that's why we didn't buy it in the beginning. I mean, you could have done some day trading and stuff, but that's why nobody wanted to really just buy and hold because you're buying it up at 37 billion. Look right now. That means it would be at like number 5 as far as the market caps are concerned. Number 5. Why would you want to buy something there instead of buy it when it's at, you know, number 200 or something and ride it up to number 50 or something? It's gonna, the way the profit worked was horrible there. But you know what? It's just bad timing on their part. Really bad timing. Hopefully things will get a little bit easier, you know, for new tokens coming out. Because again, we've had a lot longer of a bull market period here. It's not just going straight up. We're going up, consolidate, up, consolidate. So during those consolidations, I think you see a lot more people actually hopping into the market here and being like, hey, I'll buy some of this token. Maybe it'll go up to the next cycle. So there's lots of mini cycles happening with altcoins right now. Fairdesk. Oh, Fairdesk zoomed in. There you go. That's 100% zoomed, normal zoom here. It just looks funny because it has that big white pocket on the bottom. There you go. Maybe that works out better. I just don't know if you guys can see everything when I do that. I'm going to buy more ICP. I mean, go for it, man. There's a lot of tokens out there that are still holding strong. I think ICP, you know, regardless of its past, it still has a market cap of like what? Yeah, like $3.9 billion. It's still up there. Can you imagine if it went all the way down to like hundreds of millions? That's where I think the panic would really set in. Right now, internet computer still seems to be okay at this point in time. I'm big on fetch and ICP. That's just me though. I have a good amount of fetch, but I don't know. Eventually, they're gonna get turned into that new token, so I haven't been buying much more. Instead, I've been putting all of my assets, like my weekly contributions to my AI portfolio in crypto. They've been going into things like GRT, RLC, PHA. I haven't bought much Turbo lately because Turbo was like an AI token to me. But let me go over here very fast. All right, so can I hide this one part? No, I probably can't. It doesn't matter all too much. Let me see if I do it this way. There you go, a little bit more perspective here. So you got internet computer over here. These are what are called the AI cryptos. Some are not more AI, some are more AI than others, but you get the point. ICP, GRT, Tau, Theta, Fetch, Ajax, World Token, IO, Ocean, Arkham, Turbo, ATH, right? So a lot of stuff like that. So out of the tokens here, I mean, I own internet computer, I own the GRT, I own Tau, Theta, yes. Fetch, yes. Ajax, yes. World Token, yes. World Token's been painful. IO, I do not own any of this yet. Maybe I'll buy some up. Ocean Protocol, yes. Arkham, yes. Turbo, yes. ATH, no. 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 I own RLC. I own Numair. PHA. And I think I'm looking for Grok right now. And I'm looking for VAI, but I don't think it's been on an exchange yet, so maybe I'll have to find some there. But I mean, when we're talking about market caps of like 39 million, once you just get down to like the 40 level or something like that, so there's not a lot to pick from. Like over here, let me go to, does Fairdesk have Numair? Maybe I should actually buy some of that there. And more. NMR, no, they don't have it. PHA. That's alpha. So I don't have many of the ones I want. A lot of these tokens are a little bit more difficult to come across. RLC, do I own? I think I own RLC though. No, I don't on this one, so let me go over here and buy more of it. This one's come down a lot. There's the weekly chart right now. Trying to find some level of support. I mean, for this type of play, $250 with a 2x leverage. Ooh, no, let's cut that down to not $250. Let's do $100 in there, just because in case it continues to go down more. You know, that might be the best way to play this off for now. Let me see. But a lot of these tokens here, they're just more difficult. I mean, that's why I kind of pair it up with CoinMarketCap.com, go back and forth, go back and forth. I don't even think Fairdesk has Arkham here, do they? Why do I keep pushing that button? It's bad instinct. No, they have Arc. That's not Arkham. So yeah. That's fine. Okay, so let me do this very fast. DJT, Trump coin. I want to go over here to let's see. DEX Tools, I guess I would say. Oh my god, the market kept coming down here, it looks like. Let's go to maybe the 1 hour chart. Yeah, it did. Last night, I think it was like 6 o'clock. Yeah, we were looking at this little pump, but I guess it looks like later on that night, it kept, no, it was actually within this. Yeah, it was within this here. Yeah, because we saw the trading bots come in here. Yeah, this thing is down about 100 million market cap. We checked it when the stream started, it was at 150. By the end of the stream, it was at 125, and now it's at 100. I mean, just talk about a bad day here, and people are still selling off, and I bet it's the owners that are selling off. I don't know who's buying into this token right now. I have no idea who's buying into it. I mean, I'm looking at this total, $1 buy and 28 cents. I'm not entirely sure how you buy that. Something kind of feels off, like it's just fake transactions just to kind of make it seem like there's some volume or something. But yeah, ouch. What a painful time that had been. What a painful time that was. All right, so for now, let's go over here. Let's get this one. Coin W. Yeah, those positions will be fine for now. I'll have to add more down the road here. CoinW is a sponsor of the channel, so if you sign up under me, you get some cool discounts and stuff, and they do airdrops, which I'm really happy about. I'll talk more about the airdrops later on tonight, though, because, I don't know, I'm just tired. I've been buying Aether, Aether, maybe? Only recently just launched AI Gaming D-Pen. Oh, there you go. Love the stream, fam. Going to touch grass now. Have a good day, man. There are way too many alts. Think there will be a very select few coins in the bull run that do massive gains. Well, yeah, I would say that's probably going to be the same, similar here as what we had last time. It's just always choosing those types of tokens, though. It's always going to be kind of difficult. That's why I choose more of a scattershot approach, and I just buy a little bit of everything here. Not everything, but a decent amount of some stuff, and then usually overall they continue to go up. But that just requires some, some patience on everybody's part to say, hey, out of these, what am I looking at? Because again, during this last little run that we had from January to March, I was buying up not so much ICP. I have some, but not for that type of trade. Maybe a little bit there. ICP, GRT, Tau, Theta, Fetch, Ajax World, Ocean, Turbo, RLC, NMR, and PHA. Those were the big players that I bought, I believe, here. Now I'm looking to buy into something like a Grok, which is at 60 million here. You can see all the red though. I mean, even if I zoom in, I want you guys to be able to see this a little bit more. Don't worry about the market cap as much, but you guys can just see. Look at the performance for the last 30 days here. Down 37, down 30, down 29, down 41, down 41, down 41, down 40. And that's with the nice little pop that we had today with Fetch being up 21%, Ajax being up 21%. It's still only down, it's still down like 40%. Ocean down, Turbo up a lot. We did that trade with Turbo. I enjoyed it. I sold too early, but it doesn't matter. I'm happy with it. OXO down 36%, down 53, down 35, 41. A lot of these tokens have taken some really big hits, and it doesn't even matter, what type of sector you're looking at. These are AI tokens, but I mean, if you wanted to go over here to sectors, what energy? What other ones we can talk about? Memes, just memes. Dogecoin down 25, Sheep down 27, Dog with Hat 25, 20, 29. Brett, that one's been taking the world by storm here, up 18% today. 29, 90, up 92 for meme. That's interesting here. Mog is up a little bit. Turbo's up, of course. MAGA, Pepe coin. So yeah, there's definitely some things going on, but I own a lot of this stuff. So I own some Popcat, I own some Turbo, I own some Pepe, I own some Mog, I own some Meme. I don't own cats in the dog's world. Maybe I should buy some of that. It's at $371 million market cap. I don't own any Brett. Bonk, yes. Floki, yes. Dog with Hat, yes. Pepe, yes. Sheeb, yes. Doge, yes. But as I go down a little bit here, start to get to some of those like 100 million and below market caps. I own a tiny amount of Milady. I own a little bit of Miro. I own no Ponk, no Harry Potter, no Renzo, no Slurf. A little bit of Dogelon Mars, although it hasn't really been doing much. No MAGA, no Kakinu, Meme Tune. I don't think I own this meme one. Win, I think I'm looking for Win right now. Yeah, Michi, no. Maneki, no. Looking for Grok. No GameStop, no Beer Coin, no Kishu, no. Do I even own anything else with here? I don't own anything at this market cap level at all. So Jesus token, stuff like that, no. I'll be looking for more, I would say, but yeah, it's Zach Morris token. Isn't that guy a scammer that got caught by the SEC? Isn't he going to court? Yeah. 8 men indicted for 114 million securities fraud. Yeah. Okay. I was like, why is that token taken off? Dude's trying to earn some legal money for legal fees over here. Let's see. I knew that guy in college. That's why I know it. I had left there. I was part of their Discord back in the day. Back when I was in college, they paid me. Not them, but he was another Discord back in the day. They paid me to do some marketing for them as far as like, hey, how do you do this? How do you do this? Hey, can you help with the logos and stuff like that? It was for Normac Newell Trading or something like that, an old company. But he was with them on their social media site. And I remember there was a big fight between this guy and their other owners, and they split and made Atlas Trading. I don't know if you guys remember Atlas Trading. It was a huge trading Discord back in the day. I was there at the very beginning of it, but I don't know. I never vibe with the people there too much. They're very party atmosphere guys. If you guys know me, I party, but I don't party like that. I was just doing some contract work, but I never got any money from them. But yeah, definitely interesting to see that token is there. Light Doge, Dragon Ball Z Tribute. No. Wolf State 4 people. Wolf Safe 4 people. No. Shibzinu, Loser Coin. I don't know. None of these tokens seem like they're just very wowsy, right? Safe Moon, Inu. Who wants to be associated with Safe Moon? Kingshi, Brugwood, yeah. Kanye West. I might do that one. Just said the funniness factor. But I'd use the picture of Kanye as a fish from South Park in it, not the mermaid one they're having right now. One that looks a little bit better there. And hey Steve, happy to see my man. Can you explain what you're doing? I mean, you're buying alt at 2x leverage, right? Using cross or isolated, and do you buy spot and hold positions? So I do spot. Yeah, I do both. So I do. So spot is one way of going about it. That one, it's usually just pretty simple. From what I've understood from a lot of you guys out there is, unless you're really on Coinbase or Crypto.com, you know, maybe the other one, I forget what it's called, Kraken, you might not be able to find many of these tokens for trading. And a lot of you guys want to do some day trading along with it and stuff like that. So you guys may only want to find one exchange. So what I do every now and again is what I'll do like a weekly trying to kind of check up, or maybe even a daily one if things are happening. And I will do dollar cost averaging at 2x leverage. There's good and bad parts about that. The good part is that if the price goes up, you are going to be making money. These are all cross leverage trades. None of them are isolated. You could do an isolated trade, I believe. The problem with that, in my opinion, is then you're kind of limited with a 2x to about 50%. And as you've seen over the past few days, a lot of these altcoins can go down more than 50% within a few weeks. But the downside here is, even if you were to make double your money if it goes up, 1% it really goes up 2%, leverage. However, you are paying fees on this, so the profit isn't always going to be exactly the same. So what are the things here? Percent increase calculator. All right, so let's go over here to, let's say I have $100 in a token. Actually, no. I put like $400 into a token. It came out with a 1,400% profit. That $400 normally would turn into $5,600 without all the fees and stuff like that. But in reality, because I was holding this with a 2x leverage, this is turbo back in the day, that price was not $5,600, it was actually $4,500. So I pretty much lost like almost about $1,000 in fees over, from holding it for about a month and a half to 2 months. So, I mean, still $400, the percent was still really, really good. Don't get me wrong. Or was it 3x leverage? I think it was 3x leverage, which is a little even more fees. But still, I paid for it, but still having that in there, it worked out pretty well. But that's the downside. You got to pay fees on that type of stuff. If you go to any exchange, I just got out of the exchanges, didn't I? Here, let me just go over here to fees, fair desk. They usually have a section on it. Yeah, our fees. There you go. They're either going to charge you fees for every 12 hours or every 8 hours. And if I just zoom in here, 0.2%, 0.4. And then there's going to be, I don't like the way they say it here. See how there's this thing right here that says funding fee? I know it's hard to see, so let me just move it right there. There you go. Yeah. Funding interval every 8 hours. Funding rate 0.0091%. Maker fee is 0.019. Tanker fee is 0.036. Collateral USTD. That's just what I'm trading in. Price increment 0.5. Quantity increment. You know, this isn't really too important, but you can see the funding right there. So I am paying fees every hour to have this. Every 8 hours, excuse me, to have this trade open. Some are 12. Some are 8. Some can be lower than that, but I haven't found one lower than 8. I don't believe. And so, like, let me see if I can find this here without having to zoom back out because my eyes hurt when I look at it like this. So here we go. So when I was doing this earlier last month, you can see that the profit was $58, $59, but after fees, it was only $42. Profit was $403, after fees, $391. And I was holding this one for, you know, like maybe 2 to 3 months. So, you know, it doesn't have to be a lot here, but it matters. Oh, don't click on, there you go, okay. Even on losses, loss was $30, it was actually a loss of 36 with the fees. Loss of $5, loss of like 6.6. So again, it's not really crazy. Profit of 220 got turned into 204. Profit of 352 turned into 339. Cross of 3x instead of 2x. Profit of 245. You can see with the 3x there was a little bit more fees there. The real profit afterwards was 213. This is plus fees right here. Profit of 111 got turned to 94. You know, so you're still making more money than if you weren't doing the leverage. But even some of the larger ones like 2x here, profit of 1700. 1717, that got turned to 1665 here. So the fees were like 51 bucks basically, $3, $10, you know. You hold for a while, but not all these profits were like huge, you know, so they are a chunk of them, but usually it works out for me. But my strategies, you know, again, a little bit different, and I think I'm changing it up this time as well. So when the market starts to boom back up, I'm going to start selling these altcoins a little bit sooner. And by that, I mean some altcoins will pop off very, very quickly. I'm going to sell those first. For those tokens that are kind of like being lazy and not going up fast enough, I'll just continue to hold them, and when they do pop, I'll be there to sell them off. But I'm going to be going in and out, rotating very, very quickly. And then maybe I'm looking for 1 to 2 month long holds, most likely 2 month long holds, I would say. And if it pops within the first month, you know, I'll sell 75% of it and kind of keep track. My fault last time was I sold a lot of stuff too early, and I'm going to see if I can help maybe mitigate that this time around. Maybe we'll see. And hey, Wilder, yeah, YouTube, definitely, it still doesn't give out those notifications. I don't know why. I still don't know why. If it did, I feel like there would be a lot more people that would actually join the stream right away. I feel like what happens is YouTube doesn't notify people usually. It notifies some, but not all. And then what happens is you guys have to go over to the home page here, and then that's where you guys will see, oh, Michael's live, damn it, let's click and let's go watch. I think that's what typically happens here, but, you know, sometimes it's a little bit wonky. Oh, and Allison's explaining right there. Yeah, there you go. I've never even thought of using 2x leverage and swing trading them. Yeah, the only thing is there's fees associated. So I want you guys to understand that, but you can still make lots of profit off of it. But what I'm doing is I'm using 2x leverage and maybe 3x leverage and 4x leverage for Ethereum only because Ethereum has this ETF coming up. Everything else, like, don't go gung-ho and do 5x, 10x, 20x leverage holds and this type of stuff. If it works out, you could have some crazy profits, but if it doesn't work out, your account will go poof and disappear. So, you know, 2x leverage is perfectly acceptable. Anything above that, you know, you get more and more risk every time. I just need my coins to 10x from here. Y'all can send me a postcard from the moon. I mean, that's the best way to go for it. The only, like, what I hate about this cycle so far, as you guys know, is it's just not this isn't my jam for how I trade. I don't like trading in sideways markets. Sure, if there's a pump, remember, I didn't buy the bottom here. I bought this and I sold up here. I didn't even buy down low. I didn't do any of that stuff. I just bought right here and boom, I was happy. Because we saw a little bit more of a shoulder, a head and a shoulder. There's a breakout there. I didn't know if we were going to be able to break out above these levels of resistance, so I just kind of waited. Then boom, all the oscillators and stuff clicked off, and you can take a ride. Back over here, I didn't take this short over here. Didn't take this short over here. I was doing something this week actually. Yeah, I think it was in Austin that weekend. But anyway, you know, still important. Friday? No. Was I in Austin? God, my memory is freaking horrible. No, I think I was actually just got back from Austin. But yeah, so there was a huge impact there. But you know, you guys get my thing. I'm going to be doing some more videos here where I give you guys oscillator updates. It's probably just going to be like maybe every other day. I'm going to do like a members to publics post, something like that. Maybe I'll just do members. I'm not entirely sure because I need more stuff for members. I feel definitely actually. So maybe I'll just do them like every other day, like maybe Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and then a Saturday event one for like a week, you know, the week or something like that. But yeah, so that'll be coming up pretty soon. It'll look like this basically, how we talk about this type of stuff, but doing a little bit more of a breakdown of not just Bitcoin, but what other tokens are doing here. Maybe even stocks if people ask me a question, because I feel like Monday, Wednesday, Friday for videos, Saturday, Sunday, or Saturday, we'll do a live stream so everybody can get ready for the following week, you know. Be sure to heed caution, don't leverage like him, and don't convince yourself to hold them long enough to pump. Yeah, what do you call it? Oh, that's the funny thing. My problem is I sell it too early. So if you guys want to make a profit, you guys can do what I do. But if you guys are hoping for life-changing money that happens within like a week, it's not really my jam. Okay, hold on a second here, guys. Loki is giving me like the biggest like punches in the face with his nose. Hey boy, how you doing? You looking for some attention? How you doing? Ooh, ba. Oh yeah. That's what you're hoping for? Oh, you're looking for treats. You're not looking for me. You're looking for treats. Betrayal. Yeah, that's fucking betrayal. He wasn't looking for me at all. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. How's your paws looking? Paws looking okay? I'm allowed to touch your paws. I'm the only one that's allowed to touch his paws. Why are you so mad? No more? Oh. No? Yeah. It's a puppy break. Oh, yeah. Stop looking at the treats. Ooh, yeah. How's your shoulder feeling? Good? Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Good. You got something in your eye. Alrighty. Back over here to... Yeah, that one right there. Okay, perfect. If you have 50K in USDD, what would your strategy be? Percentages in Bitcoin, alts, spot positions, percentage, etc. I'd probably have 30 to 25% tied up in Bitcoin. I'd probably have the other 20, let's say 25% Bitcoin, 25% split between Solana and Ethereum. You could add leverages onto those if you need to, but I mean, really, I might just have no leverage on Bitcoin or 2x leverage, then maybe 2x leverage on Ethereum and Solana. And then with the last 50%, I'd probably keep 25% of that in cash or USDD for deployment on dips. And that would be for everything, you know, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, other altcoins out there. And that last 25% would be going to altcoins that you have done some research on and you like. They could be things like the AI tokens like Fetch, Ocean, Ajax, RLC, you know, you name it. You could have maybe, you know, 10% allocated to that, 10% allocated to some of the, oh, sorry, I'm talking about 10% of the overall 25%, so not 10% of everything. So 10% of the overall 25% can be in, you know, AI tokens that we talked about. Another 10% of that can be in meme tokens. Another 10% can be in the old school ones like the Maddox and the ADAs, XRPs, things like that nature. You could add, you know, maybe a larger chunk of that. Altcoins could be something that you've really done a lot of research on, but that usually requires a lot of hard work and kind of just like figuring out what tokens you like. For me, you know, I've put a lot of money into AI tokens, so mine isn't at 10%, it's more like 20% of that overall, you know, last little bit. Then on top of that, I have some in Turbo, you know, meme tokens, AI tokens, and you know, some swing trades and stuff like that. You can play around with the proportions a little bit there, but that's kind of a general idea of what I'm looking to do. But again, I also have whole different long-term trades going on that are like beyond cycles, where I just hold and I don't do anything to them, because I feel like as soon as I sell, I'm gonna pay a lot of taxes. So I don't want to sell. I'm gonna sell when I'm no longer in the United States of America, so they don't know. And hey, Revuto, sorry if I can't pronounce the name. I appreciate that, man. Is your 50K play money or important? Oh, play money or important. I see what you're saying. Okay, there you go. Oh, she's just asking a question there. Okay. Thank you for your streams and insights. New crypto trader sitting on the bench on moment waiting to re-enter. It's okay to sit on your butt. Again, if you guys want to understand how I actually trade, like how I trade personally, go over to YouTube. I guess after the stream is over, I'll remind you guys. Type in Smart Money Concepts, Lux Algo. It's a free tool, but it makes it easier. And watch this. How to trade smart money concepts in 30 minutes. And then there's this other one. That's not the. I mean, this is also one. I'm running a test right now, so this isn't the normal thumbnail. There's like 3 thumbnails. I just put this guy in there to see if it would actually work better. And I think YouTube is saying this is going to work better than my normal face, which kind of sucks. That's price action concepts. That's 38. No. Alright, let's go to my channel very fast. It's somewhere in here. Only trading strategy you need? No. I mean, that's one of the good ones. Oh, well. If you watch that 38-minute one, you should get a lot of information from it. But there's one that I had. I just can't find it very easily here because I put out so much stuff. Yeah, there it is. Crypto Trading for Beginners. It's a 39-minute video. It basically breaks down everything from the other video, and it looks good. I'll change the title to this soon, but yeah, I would recommend going over and watching that Smart Money Concepts video. This breaks down everything, because if you guys don't understand this tool, my trading strategy might not make sense to you guys, so I'd encourage you guys to watch that. It has like 260,000 views, so it's been beloved so far. There's one from Trend GY too, but like all of these people that you normally watch, they're gonna have flashy moments, right? Like this, like see how it's like kind of flashy. There's like stuff happening. This one's very good at being flashy, you know, that type of stuff, right? Mine is kind of more boring, and I apologize for that, but it's like being in a class and you're learning a tool and how to execute it properly. So you're like, it's like you having to understand everything. And it's because I have ADHD that I kind of make the content like that, where, you know, if you guys really want to understand something, I can break it down, but it's not going to be in a way that's like you're going to be entertained at the same time. It's like, oh yeah, I wanted to learn how to make money in the market. Okay, well, I might have to sit down, watch this video, and learn and educate myself and not be entertained while I'm doing it. YouTube pushes entertainment above all else, but I believe mine have more value because there's actually a strategy behind it where you can make money. But yeah, I'll talk about that another time. Toncoin. I can't remember the last time we talked about Toncoin here. How's it looking? How's it looking? Still pretty good. It's rallied up quite a bit. It's definitely an opportunity for you to sell, it looks like right now. So depends on what your strategy is here, whether you're day trading, swing trading, long-term investing. This is definitely where most people are going to be scaling out. So it doesn't mean you have to sell everything. It just means people are going to be scaling out right now. Now, let's see. The weekly's still bullish though, right? Yeah, a little bit bearish just on the R side, but that's fine. So your daily momentums have recently just started to come back down. You're holding a support level that looks like kind of around $6.76. Unless Bitcoin's able to kind of find a bounce here, you are most likely making your move back down here to 615. This is most likely where I would take the next buying opportunity for a day trade or a short-term swing trade back up here. I don't know if it'd actually be able to break back up there, but I would try to make that play right there. But in the short term, I would say it definitely looks like it's a little more bearish. How's the 4-hour chart looking here? A little bit of stability before a larger drop. That's fine. Some support right here. All right. Now, let's say that Bitcoin's able to hold on a little bit longer so it doesn't actually make a larger move. You may have an opportunity for a day trade in about 8 hours. So kind of close to the middle of the night. But you could try to play this back up here from like 690. Probably up here to 723. I don't know if I'd expect much more beyond that, to be honest, because there's a level of resistance there. Those are a couple options that I would take. Long term, it still looks very, very healthy, but this reminds me of so many tokens that we've seen over the past few months where they've had their boom and they kind of start to die off a little bit, and I'd want you to make sure you're able to lock in some profits up here. Think of something like a bonk, right? It's very easy for a lot of these tokens to make some larger moves down. So you can either hold through all of this, which is what a lot of people do, right? Or you can scale off a little bit up here, a little bit over here, and then buy back lower. Or, see, Mirror is not one example I want to use. Pepe, there you go. You know, you may be looking to buy back on those types of dips right there. But it definitely has momentum on its side, so it's not like you're going to be freaking out with every drop. But you want to make sure you're able to actually, you know, lock in those profits in the short term and medium term. Still a good long-term hold if you ask me, though. It's holding up a lot better than a lot of other tokens. Still got hit, but not as much. Havana Woody, LOL, I overtraded enough in my first month. I bought my fees down to 0.0025% on Coinbase. I mean, exchanges will reward you a lot for, hey boy, how you doing? You gotta stop going over here. You're gonna knock over my can of grapefruit soda. Exchanges will usually like give you a lot of discounts if you guys trade a lot. They really want to incentivize you to stay around. That's why there's so many different exchanges out there with different plans out there. Like, you know, the ones that sponsor me are like Fairdesk and CoinW. But like if you trade, you get like the VIP levels and stuff like that. Same with Coinbase, same with Crypto.com, I think. Oh no, does Crypto.com have an advanced trading one? I keep on forgetting. I think they do. But the more you trade, the less in fees you have to pay, and they hope that helps you stick around a little bit longer with them, because most people kind of float around with their exchanges, to be honest. And it's not necessarily the exchange's fault per se, but you know, like whenever a new KYC rule comes into effect, boom, everybody moves over. All of a sudden, you know, I used to trade on BitGet, boom, they got kicked out. I can no longer trade on BitGet. Same with MEXC, same with Kraken. I can't even use Kraken. You know, and I thought Kraken was playing by all the rules and stuff like that, but they still got sued. So again, you're going to see a lot of people moving around, but hopefully, I don't think Coinbase is in any trouble. I don't think they're in any trouble. I mean, they may have, they're in lawsuits, but not lawsuits that would make them do anything crazy at this point in time. 0.0025. Congratulations. That must have been a lot of trading right there. It's like reminds me of when I go to the casino and they have the player rewards points and they give me like free rooms and, you know, free stuff for going over there, like free food, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's nice. Oh yeah, we've comped you like $400 dinner because you lost like $500 gambling. I'm like, oh, you guys are awesome. And probably I lost a lot more money than that to get that comp. And hey, Lox guy, happy to see my man. I don't even know how I could leverage on Coinbase. I don't think Coinbase has leveraging. I think instead what they have is just spot trading, but it's like, you know, nice, fast, efficient spot trading. And then after that, there's Coinbase One if you wanted to pay less fees for some, you know, moving your money around. What's the other one here? Yeah, I don't think Coinbase has leverage. I'm not sure about that. I don't think they have it. But it looks like it's going well. Why does the spot anticipate the futures opening? It's like the tail wags the dog looking for what happens in 10 minutes when the futures reopens. Decide if I'm in or on the sides for cryptocurrency. Dogs are outstanding. Oh yeah, Loki's very, very outstanding. He's just jealous right now because he wants to go out and play, but he has a shoulder injury, so he can't be running around right now, because if he goes outside and runs, he'll re-aggravate it. He'll be limping by the end of the day. which it sucks because you have to play with him constantly. Which is why he keeps on like coming up to me like, hey, let's go do something. Let's go do like, you guys can't see him. Like, Loki, where's Loki at? Loki. Yeah, see, it's because he's bothering me so much because he wants to have some fun. He wants to go do something. He just doesn't understand that if he goes out and plays right now, he's going to injure his shoulder. He'll be limping by the afternoon. Then he'll be fine by the morning. But yeah, so it sucks being like, hey, you can't go outside. They gave me a dirty look. I'm sorry. Oops, there we are. And then, well, yeah, very much so. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure about that. I'm just about the futures. Maybe because there's so much more money flowing through them, I guess you would say. Maybe that has an effect. But you know, it's nothing like the stock market here, so it's a little bit more confusing there. And then Gary, yeah, I'm almost up to 100K subscribers. If you guys haven't already, make sure to subscribe and hit that like button. I appreciate you guys. I'll be excited for that one. It'll be a nice little thing. I'll have a plaque, but there was nowhere for me to put a plaque behind me, so I don't know what I would do. Maybe, well, I don't know. I'm still thinking of moving this into the garage, my whole setup, so I just have much more room and stuff. But I have those really large spiders coming in from outside, so I'd hate to be working, then a spider crawls on my desk. I'd be fucking screaming like a goat, and I don't want to do that. So I'm thinking I gotta get some, I gotta seal off parts of the garage. You know how there's that little rubber at the bottom of the garage that kind of seals everything? Mine's kind of ripped up and torn because of old age. I might have to replace that, have a couple spider traps by the area, and then just hope that no spiders find their way in, and that might be better. But I have to take apart this desk and move it over there. Last time my sister helped me, which is very, very nice, but it took like a good 2 hours because we're not like necessarily like very savvy with this type of stuff. Hey, circles, right now I have a Discord. It's not very active, to be honest, because after Dogecoin fell back in 2021, it kind of got deserted. I didn't really do a good job of sustaining it either. And then after that, I also have a couple of Discord channels in there down below. Sorry, I have a Telegram channel, but that one you have to be part of CoinW. It has like a whole bunch of like signals and whatnot. Let me see if I can find it here for you. So looks like this, right? And it has, you know, rules, scalp trading signals, swing trading signals, photos, you know, profits and stuff, live trading sessions with some of the people from CoinW. New coin listings, which I like just because if you guys like to find the newest tokens out there, that's one thing. There hasn't been any since I made this, so that's something. But, you know, short spot trade signals, trading strategies, different, you know, videos and resources and stuff like that. Pro trader analysis, and then support if you have any questions and stuff like that. And it's anonymous, which I kind of ask them for because I always think it's nice to like not have people ask, you know, like what questions you have and stuff. But yeah, so it's there. But you guys would have to sign up for CoinW for that one. So, I think you have to sign up. I don't know if you have to deposit any money for it, so maybe. I'm not entirely sure. My dog gives me dirty looks too. Listening to live while I set up my new TV set. Oh, hey, Crypto AXR. Happy to see my man. I hope your new TV is nice. I love setting up new TVs. Or I like watching people set up my new TVs because I'm so terrified I'm going to break it that I don't set up my own TVs anymore. Because they always have to drill into the wall and stuff, and I'm like, I don't know how to drill into the wall. I don't even know how to freaking find the little thing that you put on the wall, beep, 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 you know, when it finds like the post, something like that. I'm not good at all that type of stuff. How do we reconcile the price of Bitcoin today if it already hit 92K in 2017 money? 2017. Oh, you mean like through inflation and stuff like that? I'm not sure how you would mentally try to like reconcile that. You know, Bitcoin can only be used for money that's, you know, on goods that are priced today. But I don't know, I never thought about it in terms of inflation and stuff like that. You know, only when I think about Bitcoin going to 1 million or something like that. I think maybe it's just a little more of a mind shock because of how much money the government spent over the last, like, what, 5-6 years, because we had COVID and we were supposed to stop spending so much money after COVID ended, but instead of doing that, we just went gung-ho and made all these crazy investments, and now we're dealing with the inflationary impact of that on, you know, normal goods, which means the purchasing power of all of us, you know, has really gone down quite a bit. But I'm not entirely sure. Mode, I need help. Funded accounts are good for trading, or our money on exchanges are good. Please. I don't do funded accounts. I'm not an expert in that whatsoever. Don't be whining at me. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, yeah, we'll finish up here in a couple seconds, guys. What do you call it? He might have to go outside his bathroom. I don't use funded accounts. I just use whatever money I have. I think it's better to have your own $100 on the line, making trades, trying to get that 100 to 105, 110, 120, 130, slowly but surely making good profitable trades, rather than going to a funded account where you might have to have, like, put $1,000 in or something like that, and it just seems so much more complicated than it needs to be. And hey, Blockchain Circle, watch that video that I showed you before. I got to end the stream right now because I think Loki has to use the bathroom here. But I'll be live a couple more times tonight. I'm going to be live probably around like 8 o'clock or something, like basically after dinner. And then I may be live later on tonight, really, really late at night, kind of around like 1 o'clock in the morning. So another stream there. I was streaming, I think I streamed too long today anyway. How long have I been live for? Yeah, longer than I thought, but it doesn't matter. Go over to YouTube. This is a free tool, by the way, too. There's lots of paid tools and stuff on here, but I do actually do paid tools every now and again. Go to Smart Money Concepts Lux Algo. Smart Money Concepts Lux Algo. Go right here. Click on this video. How to Trade Smart Money Concepts by Lux Algo in 30 minutes. Beginner's Guide. Oh, I need to get rid of that Lux Guide. I don't know why that's there. But anyway, it's like a 30-minute long video. It'll break down. Oh, fuck, God, there's ads. There's ads. There you go. And then there's, you know, Smart Money Concepts Tool Part 1, Break and Structure Part 2, Fair Value Gaps, Concept Tool Part 3. And it kind of gives you the basic for that tool. And then there's another video on my channel, which I'll rename, and I'll ask me about it later on tonight. And then it'll be the strategy along with it, okay? So I'll see you guys a little bit later. I gotta use the bathroom. Loki has to go use the bathroom, so